interview. Down DC Listen Vision Live Studios and radio. Man, Eddie Kane, the Eddie Kane Show. Doing what do Blaze the Freestyle Cypher up, man. Do that bitch. Down.
What happened on the freestyle, man? Who was all there?
Yeah, man, it was a couple dudes from DC. You need the buzz right there, man.
Oh, they need the buzz.
It was a couple dudes from down DC down there. My man 3030, nigga, whole buddy was down there. He had a white boy from down the truth down there. Nigga sound like man, was killing. You know what I mean? A couple of people, Murder Mommy killed the freestyle. You know what I mean? You had a good time down there. You know what I mean? They got to hear some of our music. You know what I mean? And asked us a few questions that the people don't want to get to hear like that. So definitely a way. Shout out to Eddie Kane for that.
Wow, well look, this G Legacy, man, with DFlowRadio.com, man. I'm representing the Motion and the D-Flow family, man. Hey, everybody, come on in, y'all. Come on in. Hey, we are live, and I'm just feeling the entire vibe on what everybody is actually in the process of doing, man. But there are some real topics. Hey, where you coming from? You down there too? Down there too, man? Was y'all spitting or what, though, man?
Yeah. We definitely.
Man, well, look, this is the thing that I want to, me and Greg Bucks.
More bars? What?
Oh, we're going to get that later. To that later. Man, but look, honestly, on the real side, though, man, I was talking to Greg Bugsy early, man. He was very proud of y'all, man, what y'all doing in terms of representing Baltimore and DC, you know, the entire, this part of the DMV.
Definitely.
But the topic has come up in the last couple days, the show that I've been in, on this one, and I just came from the Hoodie Awards, and I was wondering, is the industry as it is right now ready for Baltimore hip-hop?
What's your take on that?
I would have to be 50-50 on that question, because I would say yes with some people and no with some people, because some people ain't ready for the world right now, man. It was really going on out here, and people that come from this kind of background, you know what I mean, spitting on this tracks where they really go through, where they really seen and stuff like that, you know what I mean. And some people, they fiending for that shit and really want it, you know what I mean. So I'm had to really go like yes and no with that, you know what I mean. I really don't try to get them type of answers, you know what I mean. But like that was a tough question right there, and this nigga definitely good right there.
Well, I got tough questions, man.
I agree, man.
I'm gonna tell you, because I had a conversation with Zane. I had a conversation with nephew Tommy, and they was saying, you know, when I told them I was coming back to D-Flow, when I was going, you know, and start from the ground up and radio. I wanted to know, and they was like, man, all they gonna rap about is what's on the wire. Right. That's Baltimore right there.
See, that's where we come into play. We hitting with a different angle.
Okay.
We taking it back to straight lyrics. We ain't just all about jumping on no track beats and talking about selling drugs. You know? We trying to reach all masses.
Hit you on them trap beats with lyrics. Hit you on them pop beats. Hit you on them club bangers. Hit you with that street shit and that life. You know what I mean? And actually concept and substance music type music. You know what I mean? We hitting you with lyrics on that shit. You know what I mean? We'll take a motherfucking Migo beat and give you bars.
I need y'all to get Murder Mommy a chair, man. Somebody gotta go out there and get a chair, man, because I gotta hear it from everybody. I really do.
Alrighty, man, definitely.
But on the real side, though, man, it's real, because I need to know, is hip hop ready to embrace B more from the perspective of the talent that it has? But let me ask you, let me say this, because a lot of people that came through these doors. A lot of people that came through these doors and spit, and a lot of brothers that came inside the joint, outside the joint. Right. But it's very imperative that question gets asked, because there are artists that's right now getting ready to break through the doors. Is the game ready for you guys?
My opinion on that, I think, like Three mentioned earlier, like it's a 50-50. It's a 50-50 thing with that, because you got some guys coming out of Baltimore that's already industry ready. Some of them who think they are. You feel me? So they come with that type of persona. And I feel as though like a nigga who pretty much feel as though he's already on with that mentality will get on.
Well, here's something for all three of y'all. You got record companies that'll notice a particular artist or hear a sound. They'll take another artist and they'll try to mimic that.
Right.
How can you mimic a drug dealer?
Exactly.
How can you mimic
it? Unless you know how to actually do it.
So
no way possible.
We in the age now where if we hear a slick drug dealer, you got songs where they'll start saying that they're the actual drug dealer.
Right, but you know the old saying, "Real recognize real." That's where that come into play because certain things you might say, like niggas be rapping about they hustling and did this and did that, but from one to another, you know what's up. Like I know. If you get on these beats, you talking about, like we just had this conversation, like you might say, man, I paid 30 for a key. In my mind, I know they don't cost that much, so I know you lying. So that's how you did that right there.
Okay.
Like, and a lot of niggas is doing that, don't
And
feel
niggas like
realize, like, niggas know.
You can look at a nigga and tell that niggas talking shit on their song like nigga, I'm on birds, I'm on bricks, I'm doing this and doing that. But I look at you nigga, you got South Pole jeans on and shit like that, man, nigga, you got like
But you know why? You know why?
Let me hear from
a lot of them are doing it, and I know why. We all know why. We understand. A lot of them are doing it for bangers.
They're doing it for
They're
club
doing
bangers.
it for bangers. They're doing it for recognition. They're doing it. It's not really them, but they know that this is the streets is listening to.
See what they want.
You feel me? This is what the streets want. That's why they doing it. I done listened to a couple of these females. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's just lying.
And you
Y'all
know
can
that.
have that. Y'all can have that.
But see, like real shit though, like a nigga like me, I kind of take that personal, like it kind of it do something to me because I come from that club, you know what I mean? And that when it's going down and like on the block and like doing what you do and like shit getting done and shit like that, like, and I see niggas like I'm like, yo, like the shit they saying, it don't fucking add up sometimes. And shit. I just take it I take it to heart, but it just make me feel some kind of way like, why you rapping about this now? I can tell you don't do that. Like nigga, you get your head hit, nigga, this act like you do. Niggas think you got them birds like that, they come hit your fucking head, kicking your door down, nigga. Niggas that will do shit with any, no matter who the fuck you is out here, man, how big you is, nigga, will come get your ass and come get your shit, nigga. Act like you said them birds, boy, they take your shit.
I think these kingpins got knocked down. There's always somebody aiming for your position.
Definitely.
Like you gotta live what you talk. If you
Don't
don't let it come out your mouth. Point. It's just that simple, that easy. Just be yourself. If they don't accept you, there's always a crowd that will accept you. You don't need everybody. Everybody don't like me. I don't care. But the people that like me, I know they're like me. You get what I'm saying? Because they gonna like me because that's what they come from. That's who they are. That's what they do. That's what they know.
Right.
I don't need I don't need a fan base. I don't. I don't do this for the fan base. I do this because I want to get a message across. This is real live music. Real live experience. Real life.
Who influenced you into this game?
Family. Family. It was just family. From her, she on a button now. You know, my little cousin. I was supposed to be protecting her, should I say. You feel me? And I got little brothers. And it's just my little cousins. And they coming up kind of like the same way. I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need about 50 buttons on my shirt right now. I don't need that. If anything, I know they say a parent is supposed to, a child is supposed to bury your parent. Lord, I don't mean to sound selfish, but I would like my parents to bury me. Because I couldn't live with that. I couldn't live with that. From my brothers to shit, every time I talk about it, it just make me, it's authentic. It's like family. It's what made me do this. This is who I'm doing it for. No more, nothing less. I'm doing it for myself too, don't get me wrong. But I think about my little brothers and my little sister that I got home, and I'm like, I think about how my mother and my father was on the bus stops and struggling at age 15, 16 with me. And I'm like, they did this for me. So I got way more reach than them. So I know I can do this. They did that without this technology and that with me. I know I can do this with them. Like it's family. It's
On the strength
Great answer. Great answer.
On the strength of the hoods in Baltimore, where is the group of talent that is coming from predominantly? If an A&R was to come and say, I gotta come to Be More, where do I go?
You go everywhere. Because it's nigga like I couldn't just sit here like I'm from East Side down the hill, man. Like that's the heartbeat of the
Well, they say they got
the
top.
heartbeat, you know
They
what I
say
mean?
they got top hip hop artists coming out of Sedonia.
Sedonia.
Yeah, they say they got
I
a
don't
couple
know that. I
brothers.
thought it was from where's
That's
Scooter
what
from?
that's
thought
what
he
I
was
wanna
from
know.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, this niggas come from out there too.
Where you
Sedonia,
from?
y'all niggas from Sedonia, I mean out that way. I know niggas out there too.
Okay.
But this niggas like everywhere. There's like niggas that got buzzes and really doing shit and really working that you may not see on Twitter,
That's
Instagram,
Everywhere.
Tell these
And some people
motherfuckers.
that you would see on there like that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
really people from like everywhere for real, yo. Niggas in South, North, like niggas, they should look everywhere for real, because it's people that went through a lot of shit. And it's just Baltimore, man. People went through their things, and a lot of people out here working, man, doing what they need to do out here, and they got that real for you, you know what I mean? So I would say they need to look everywhere. They need to make sure they just don't look at a certain area. Before they pick somebody from East, they need to look at niggas from West, North, and South
But
too.
truth
Make
be
sure they
told,
got
I'm
the right
gonna
one.
tell it like this. I don't really, me personally, I don't come from a hood. You know, everybody claiming hoods, Pennsylvania Ave, it's Adonia, right here. I don't really come from a hood. Like, I don't really like to look at it. Like, I don't come from nowhere but Baltimore. This is where I was born and raised. Baltimore. No certain block, because truth be told, every block I grew up on, I damn near had a person wanting to hit my head for some shit. I was beefing with every damn body. So I don't look at it, and it wasn't me, but it was just shit that was just, I don't look at it as I come from no hood. Wherever my feet go is where I'm from. That's where I'm at. But Baltimore is where I'm from. That's where I come from. So yeah, if you're looking for somebody, you look everywhere. You don't just come in Baltimore for one specific part of town. You gotta come east, west, north. You just got, because it's talent in every part. Every
But
part.
the thing about that, like, we got specific spots where you can find people from all over.
Yeah,
Like
you got
the 5
specific, yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
That's like,
Yeah.
you're saying 8 Mile, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that little venue they was at, that's our 8 Mile venue, the 5 seasons.
The hot spot
if
now.
if you wanna find good talent from east, west, north, south, all in one building, come right there, man. You ain't gotta go to these big venues. Just wait there.
That's true.
He
He just hit it on the nose. That's true.
I was just showing 3D when I told him, I told nephew Tommy, I said, you know, Baltimore's getting ready to pop.
It is.
And he said, man, well, I do know Future having a guy that he signed talk about him a little bit.
Yeah. Talking about Tessie.
Talk about Tess, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tess, man. He doing his thing, and man, basically he got a deal through with Future. I mean, he had a relationship with him before that, you know what I mean, before the music, you know what I mean, to somebody that he knew, and they linked up and they clicked or whatever, you know what I mean, and you know, he went through some things, and then basically he got a deal with Future shit like that, you know, signed the full whatever amount, you know what I mean.
Does
to be on the
he
label, you know what
does he open the door for the rest?
I mean? Definitely,
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
he got people looking out there, you know what I mean, and doing what they do, you know what I mean, and they got people working like, oh, he out there doing his thing. Well, let me get up and do some shit too, you know what I mean? Because he grinded and did the same thing, so we can do the same thing too, basically. I mean, so ain't no hate over here, man. Shout out to keep working, doing your thing.
And for the females, Lil Mo did it. I keep screaming her out because that's the only one I noticed from Baltimore that's
Right.
doing it. Lil Mo, shout her out because she
Yeah,
doing it, putting on for Baltimore.
So,
real for
I-
the females.
Yeah.
I've heard some of the I was down, I had the privilege of sitting in on one of the sessions, man, and I was listening to it where, you know, y'all got club anthems too.
Yeah.
And I was listening. I was listening to some of the, you know, but the lyrics. It seems that the example when I was in the South or when I was in the West, I'm hearing a lot of hip hop where it's more beat oriented.
Right, definitely.
But I'm listening to the lyrics, the Baltimore artists.
Exactly. It's like
What's more important or what's just as important, because your lyrics, even in the club perspective, are very descriptive of the lifestyle that you guys are living. Is that the intent, or is that just how it is?
Well, with me, that's just how it is. That's how I was raised.
Okay.
pretty much coming up,
Yeah.
like, a lot of niggas used to help the beats.
Okay.
Now motherfuckers use the beats for help. Like, they come up with little slick, catchy.
Wait a minute, say that again.
I say back then, motherfuckers used to help the beats. Nowadays, people use beats for help. You feel
Right.
me? Like,
You get a
can
hard ass
jump on-
back. Yeah, you get a hard back like boom.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
can't?
yeah. You be on some dumb ass shit.
Yeah,
Some
you
dumb-
put your life
Get
into
on
it.
a down south track and murder
Right.
that motherfucker. You
Right.
think that's easy?
Right,
Come
right.
on, man. Like, I like to work. I love work. Give me a challenge,
Challenge,
nigga.
my nigga.
I can talk on a down south beat. No disrespect to them type of beats, but I'm just saying, like,
We will kill them beats.
nothing, man.
We been killing.
Man,
Yo,
we don't need beats for help. Pretty much,
We help.
we express it with our lyrics.
Yo, we'll take a trap beat and fucking make that bitch a banger, man. with lyricism all through that. We'll take we just did, man, Herb, we just did something like a Cali type beat, beat that somebody would make that in California type beat. We made it like a song called Definition of a Bad Bitch, but basically a song saying that, you know what I mean, this is my definition of a bad bitch, whatever. But that shit is a knot right there. Something you play in the club, man, you can twerk to it a little bit, you know what I mean? Do what it do, you know what I mean? It got meaning to it, it got substance. A lot of niggas kicking music ain't got no substance to it. It's like, it's a song like, okay, like, boom, I'm here to rap about, fucking, yeah, I'm so cool, I'm so this, I'm so, I mean, like, and it's cool, and it's cool and everything, like, that's something you rock out to, you know what I mean? But I like to see like a little more creativity. I mean, I ain't knocking nobody else, but like when I do music and where I came from, I want to hear thought put into your song. I want you to just go to the beat and say the first fucking stupid thing that comes to your mouth.
Once again, I'm gonna bring it back. Once again, we got people doing it just for the bangers.
Right.
That's really all it's for. That's all they worry about when they putting this together and blah blah blah. Oh, just a banger. That's what we got, a banger. Me? After I write, it could be just a 16 bar for a song. After I write that 1 bar verse for that song that's gonna be featured on by probably a million other artists. After I do my verse, I'm like, this a banger. This shit is real. Like authentic. I got it. You know? That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. It's not just for a banger.
If we hit any motherfucking beat, man, where the nigga rapping that bitch all stupid, we get that bitch, man, we gonna kill that shit. Give a fuck what song it was, man. We take a Migo beat, make it sound crazy. We take a Glizzy beat, make it sound fucking crazy. We gonna take any fucking one of you niggas out there doing the ABC rap shit and kill that bitch and still have people rock, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to dish you, I'm letting you know we bring it to the table right here, man. We bringing real hip hop, we bringing substance, we bringing fucking concepts to the shit. Like niggas don't need to talk, they can talk about everyone, they have a song talking about a girl, how she bad, but then they be talking about how she robbing, how they selling drugs. You talk about this nigga in the song. You niggas ain't sticking to the topic. You niggas is everywhere. Niggas.
Right. And the song might.
And the song where you should, it's a song where you can't do that. Is where you just talk about everything, but like we don't need that every fucking time though. Like talking about anything every time. Like what do you got to offer us? I mean, we want to hear something real that can feel. That can take back to the chopping board.
Let me ask this though. Let me ask this. 3D, what's next to blow in the city right now? Who's next?
And next in the city, I would say would be Lil Tay.
Okay.
It would be Young Scooter.
Okay.
You know, much nigga think he came out of nowhere, but he kind of came out of nowhere to me.
He came out of nowhere.
I mean, and this is real shit right here, man. Shout out Young Scooter, keep doing your thing, man. And Young Moose too, you know what I mean?
I had to ask.
Niggas can't, they came out of nowhere because, like, you know what I mean? I've been at, me and my team, we've been at all the shows, you know what I mean? Working for the past 3 years and very, very fucking hard, you know what I mean? And we do the radio shit, so we know when a new artist come out that's buzzing, you know what I mean? He doing this, and they kind of came out of nowhere with a big buzz, you know what I mean? Which is a great fucking thing, you know what I mean? They doing something different than what everybody else doing, so shout them for that, but it definitely took us by surprise on that, you know what I mean? But I would say Lil Tay, Young Scooter, Murder Mommy right there. I mean, I'm not even gonna say myself because you never know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do what it do, you know what I mean? And people know what it is out here. But I'm gonna say Lil Tay, Young Scooter, and Murder Mommy because she out here buzzing and she working doing movies and fucking with us with the stores and different other radio and different ventures, you know what I mean? And shows and music, you know what I mean? And people definitely looking. We need something different besides Nicki Minaj in the game right now. Everybody keep telling me like, yo, she the one to knock that bitch out, you know what I mean? Got the box. But we ain't trying to be like that about it, but you know what I mean? We need something different to bring something. I mean, like we tired of the same shit, you know what I mean?
Let me ask all three of y'all this time. Starting with you. Will aggressiveness in the game, I mean, you may have to go crew for crew, head up to the ones, cause you know, here's an example. Here's some history for y'all. The Los Angeles Lakers in the 1980s. This was before a lot of y'all, you know, got here. Right. But there's a prime example in this story. The Los Angeles Lakers in the 1980s and the Celtics were the kings of the NBA. This was with Michael Jordan in the league. He had to wait his turn. Right. And who took it in the very last 2 years, or last 3 years of the 80s was the Detroit Pistons. Isaiah was best friends with Magic. Right. Until they started going against each other for the finals. And there was a real hard foul that his best friend, Magic Johnson, hit him with when he drove down the lane. And when he got up, he was like, "Yo, what was that for? What's up?" And after, they had to be separated. And then he called Magic after the game. He said, "Yo, what's up?" And he said, "Look, nigga,
Right, exactly.
you trying to come in my house and take something that's mine.
Mm-hmm.
These rings, this trophy, that belongs to me."
Right.
And Isaiah knew right then and there that it was real.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you in the game,
It can get real.
it can get real.
Right.
And those that are sitting in the game right now ain't trying to give it up.
Yeah, I understand.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So the question is now, is if it comes to that, will y'all do what it takes to move these dudes that's in the top spot? Because ain't no sense of being in this if you ain't gonna be, a part of this. So
Gotcha.
is that
Gotcha.
is that on the table?
Is that the answer? I don't even think this is a question you should be asking me.
Uh-huh.
Because let me tell you something. I have no problem with recruiting new members, recruiting new so-called friends, as they call it.
Okay.
But truth be told, I'm not doing this for friends.
Okay.
I'm not. So if I come into it, first off, I don't even know you personally. I know of you. And that's going to make it much easier for me to put that aggressiveness in and be straight the fuck up out of here. That it is what it is. Like, I've been waiting for this for a long time. Now, I'm not saying I'll do cruddy. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is I'm coming for the throne. You not hear this music? Do you not hear Mind of a Realist? Realer than a realist coming? I'm coming for the throne. So Nikki, she can move over. I'm willing to do music with these people. But if these people want to come at my neck, they better get ready. Because I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm coming. Mommy's coming. She's coming.
Let me hear you.
Well,
My answer.
I already know your answer. I already know you gonna be political, 3. I already know what's up with
that
you.
right there.
I'm about to say that.
Yeah, because it's crazy because I feel like pretty much, when placed in the jungle, you gotta act like an animal. You feel me? So why would I stop? Why would I let another motherfucker stop me from eating? I got kids to feed. You feel me? I got a family to support.
Okay.
I'm not letting nothing stop me from doing that. It's just like being on the block. Niggas die behind shit like that. You feel me? Not to get on that type of tip, but
That's a
personal level.
But it's real though. I mean, you got.
At the end of the day, it's about that bread, man.
It's
I
about
need that. You
top
feel me?
40, top 25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if I gotta chew a nigga ass up with these words, I will do that. It's nothing. I've been doing it. I want that actually. You feel me? I love publicity. No such thing as bad publicity.
Right. Well, you been publicized is good.
You feel me?
Now here's the political perspective. I already know what's going on. Seriously.
I'm gonna say that, like if somebody trying to go at us in the team, man, I will respond only if it's worth it. You know what I mean? If they got wave and they got people fire behind them and shit like that. You know what I mean? That that they take the time out to speak our name. You know what I mean? That we get back with them for real. The niggas trying to. Like it's some regular fucking people that don't come to shows, just don't support, and and ain't really waving, they promoting this shit like that. Then man, I'm not gonna get the time of day for real, man. Cause for real, we will fucking kill you as in real life. We'll fuck you up in real life, my nigga. Like if I really feel that way, like man, I come with shit like man, like. Is this real? Is this too real to even talk about? I can't I don't even want to say certain things because I don't want to indict anybody. You know what I mean? I don't want to let niggas know too much of what's going on. You know what I mean? So basically, like you come to me personally, I mean, if you keep it music, it's music, I mean, but you take it too far, my nigga, like we will fuck you up, yo.
And let me say one more
We
thing.
will fuck you up, yo.
Because me personally, being an authentic person, I feel like anybody in the industry right now should understand where we coming from, where new members are coming from into this game. They had this position before already. You feel me? They had to once play this position. So it's nothing personal, but they had to do the same thing. You know, it was when they went in, it was MC Light and all them. It was people right there already in them spots that they wanted to conquer. So they had to understand it's nothing personal, but we trying to get where you at, if not further.
Right.
And we can help you. We can help each other get further. We don't gotta beef, but if we come, But if we come, just understand it's nothing personal. We're not coming for nobody in particular. It's just business. We trying to get on just like the next and trying to help others get on. That's all it is.
Man, and plus, man, yo, song for song, man, we just elite, yo. Like we just, we bring something different to the table right now. I just don't feel like anybody can fuck with us. A lot of people out there doing music, doing their thing, but like what we bring to the table is different, man. A different lane and shit, you know what I mean? Different angles of this music, like my man said earlier, you know what I mean? We hitting them with trap shit. We give you lyrics on trap shit. We can give you pop shit. We can give you club shit. We can give you life shit. We can give you smoke shit. We can give you street shit, killing shit, whatever you need. Like niggas, we all of us, the group together, man. You will never find a group of people together like this ever again because with the shit we've been through and the people that we are loyalty and T. We are fucking the epitome of loyal. And that's probably why we're not on yet, because we so loyal to each other, you know what I mean? Make sure that we all gonna be straight and that we all right before we do anything, you know what I mean?
So but see, at the same time, that's what Zane and Nephew Tommy was really, really speaking on, was that is the hip hop ready for the wire?
I am.
Some of them not, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of them not, yo, but some of them are.
That's an honest answer.
Some of them are fiending. Some of them are fiending for it, man, and some ain't gonna be ready for it. But hopefully they get their.
They ain't have no choice. I feel like they don't have no choice.
I don't know.
Bring it out.
I don't know.
They ain't got no choice. Eventually, they just gonna have to succumb to it. They gonna have to adapt, They gonna have to adapt,
now, The thing about as far as like is hip hop ready for us? I don't know.
See, 50-50.
I mean, how can you? Because it's like you say, all right, people fear what they don't understand. So if you never came from where the fuck we came from, of course you're gonna be scared. Of course you're gonna feel like, we gotta blackball these Baltimore niggas or do this and do that because. They're rare. They don't know what we ready to bring to the table. They scared. You feel me? So when we get there, we ready to let it be known.
Lil Boosie,
right.
real good friend of mine, he had said when him and his mob had to come in, and they had to come in and focus on, what was them.
Right.
What was it really like down there in Baton Rouge? How dangerous it was, and that's why his lyrics are so decryptive.
Right.
But he told me that he studied his history. He told me that he said what really got him ahead was the fact that he stayed in his lane, and eventually everybody came to him.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Because they understand him. You feel me?
They understand.
We understand him. That's why we rock with him. We rock.
That's why we doing the same thing too, man. We just fucking keep on rocking, man, and keep on dropping these hits, man. And they gonna keep staying true to who he is, man, and what we bringing to the table, man, and not try to look at these waves and these new trends everybody got going on. You know what I mean? Some of them we like, some of them we don't. You know what I mean? But we really trying to create our own lane, like. To be honest, though, can nobody really say that they started anything because everybody's have even done it in some form of fashion and just made it better and added a little twist onto it. You know what I mean? So everybody need to cut that biting shit out because you weren't the first one that originally did it. Then bitch, you biting too. You know what I mean? So just cut that shit out, man. Support everybody. Stop that fucking hating too, man.
Already, man.
Okay, so now when we criticize in hip hop, do we hate or do we just point out?
Man, I'm gonna let you know. It depends on how the fuck you say it, man. You got some niggas like, oh, that nigga shit whack. He's a fucking, he's a bitch nigga, man. Nigga that. Got some people like, yo, that song was cool. You know what I mean? But like, you could have did this and could have did that a little bit better though, man.
Out.
My opinion. You know what I mean? But some niggas, man, they take the shit too far, man. You get your head hit, get fucked up doing that dumb ass shit, man. Like, like criticize a certain way, like you like, oh yeah, that nigga's whack, man. Fuck them, they can't fuck my niggas. You know what I mean? Like, it's a way to go about criticizing shit like that to a point where you hating. Like, you can read the shit that people post, man. You can see the hating that shit, man.
You know what? I feel like hating comes in. Hating comes in when you sense competition. That's where the hating comes in there. Because if you see that it's nobody really like you, or you know that this person cannot measure up to what you're doing, you don't hate. You just be like, you give them that props, whatever it's due. Oh yeah, the video was cool. If you ain't like it, nah, it was alright, and you keep it moving. But when you see that it's really competition, you sit there, you watch the video, and you pick out every single thing that you see, from the outfit that the artist got on to the bars that they spit in to the way they voice sound. A person will say anything, like Glizzy. Somebody will say, I don't like his voice. Boosie, I don't don't like his voice. And I be like, look, both you say you don't like their voice and you say you don't like my voice.
Okay.
Because we damn near the same. You feel me? But we the main people spitting this shit that's real out here that you really need in this game. And I don't even like calling it a game because to me it's real life. Everything I do is real life. When I'm coming into this game, I'm putting my life into it. I'm not putting games and video games and what no, this is real life. So it's just like, it might come from the most irritating voices people call them, but this shit is real. You feel me? You got the most deepest voice spitting the fakest shit. You feel me? Like, come on. Come on, it's authentic. It's just, that's all I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if they ready for me, come to think of it. I don't even know. They better get ready.
It goes back to, like they said though, man, Baltimore, DC is like, let me ask y'all was just in DC today, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about the DC versus Baltimore thing.
Man, fucking Big Love down there, bitch, it was stupid.
Oh, yeah?
This bitch niggas looking at you, bugging you and beat moves. They don't want the network to do shit, man. Niggas was coming to it, asking what's going on. Niggas Instagram, passing out CDs, man.
Big Love, man.
Business cards, man. Big Love down there, man. So every time you step outside the 410, man, you get big love, you know what I mean? Like, I get a lot of love here, man. I take that shit by force, man. I'm gonna run down on you about some shit on me, boy, you know what I mean? Or I want you on the radio show, I wanna do a song with you, or you wanna follow the way, I'll run down on you about it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But in DC, it was effortless, yo. I wanna go down there just to give out shit, you know what I mean? Like, the different way. We had a good time down there.
Not one, two, we going. We
going.
We coming. DC, we coming back.
So what happened today though? I mean, y'all came back. Y'all, I see the
glow.
Oh yeah, the glow was like
the Leroy glow.
Yes,
ones.
Y'all did a show down there. Well, radio show. Y'all was on Eddie Kane's show.
I'ma just say, and I'ma let Bugs take it. I'ma just say that it felt like it felt like home, as Bugs said. And I agree with him. It felt like home, but at the same time, you still felt a new sense of fresh air. You know, you out of Baltimore from being here for so long. It's just like, all right, I done did this, I done did that. And when you finally get, even if we didn't do a show today, when you finally just go and get a new era, it's just wonderful. Like I ran up on I ain't run up on them, but they walked past, and I just a little group of females or teenage females. Hey, what music y'all listen to? Hey, take this CD. It's to the point where I started off selling. When I first came, I started off trying to sell my CDs because I need money. You know, we all need money. But at the end of the day, you got to crawl before you walk, right? So I just started giving them out now. It's just like,
loading your wave up.
because I understand me as a person. I'm not great pay for something and I never even heard you. Like, who are you? I pay for something and I waste money. I resent. So I waste my money and you just a bunch of bullshit. I'm going to be mad at the end of the day. So I got to put myself in other people's perspective. So with that being said, I just give out my CDs now. And it's to the point wherever I go, I'm going to just here, just take this. Listen to it. You like it. You can follow me on Instagram. My name is the same thing. You can follow me on Facebook. Anything. My name is the same thing on my CD. Follow me. But listen, this is what you need.
That
it just
fucking Murder Mommy album will not be free, you motherfuckers. You will be supporting that. We're gonna be giving out this fucking Mind the Realest right now.
So how many tracks are we talking on the Murder Mommy album?
Well, on Mind the Realest, the mixtape, it's 11 tracks. The 11th track is the bonus. But the 10 tracks, regular, but the 11 tracks is the bonus. That's where it's at. You know, featuring everybody. Mike Buzz not on there, but he definitely on his CD.
Y'all got copies.
He's not on that track, but he on his
CD. You got something in there? If not, you can download it offline.
You still got one on your pocket, right? You can get that away, did you? You gave it away.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
and I seen some in the car. It's some around here somewhere. You gonna get one.
I gave away.
You definitely gonna get one. Take them away.
Man, yeah, but honestly though, because you seem like the most laid back.
Man, hold up, man. That's a nigga question, man. What do you think about the state of Baltimore hip hop right now, man? What's your thoughts on that, man? We can interview you.
Oh, you talking to me?
What's your thoughts on the state of Baltimore hip hop? What do you think that we're doing good right now, and what do you think that we need work to catch up better right now?
Yeah.
There is a side of danger. Okay, there's a threat. Baltimore hip hop poses a threat to the mainstream media. I know this for a fact because, you know, I can show you the pictures in California. I can show you the pictures when I was in Texas, and I can show you the pictures like Emotion. Believe it or not, is really responsible. Is really responsible for Test Me being discovered.
Yep, definitely. Who had nurtured
extremely to the point to where Future and Test Me had linked up, got together, and they understood the fact that a lot of people were hesitant because Test Me had record deals before.
Right.
And a lot of the times they said it was the 50 Cent effect. They were not ready for the attitude of 50 Cent.
Right.
The persona that he objectified was like, well, wait a minute, we're used to having fakes.
Right.
We're used to we were used to having, phony dudes, because we just want to project the image.
Right.
Hip hop today. Now, this ain't coming from me. This is coming from industry observers and experts. They're saying that hip hop is more likened to wrestling. And well, even if it's entertainment, wrestling, they don't call wrestling fake. They call it entertainment.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? For the children, but they see Baltimore as being 100% real. Example. Who literally goes out, sells a couple kilos of coke,
Right.
and then rap about it,
Right.
and then go to jail
Right.
for it.
Kilo money.
Only, you know what I'm saying? They say only Baltimore dudes do that. And the thing that they were saying that they wanted to prevent BMF, but they were saying how can they stop, Baltimore? But that's why the question is that is the industry ready, not just for the music,
Man,
but
damn,
for the people, for the personnel.
man, this is the final answer for that question right here, man.
Okay.
They don't fucking got a choice. Because it's
It-
coming whenever we hungry, man, and it's overdue, man. Like, niggas is hungry. They recognize that we've been overlooked. They feel like we being blackballed and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, niggas is like, cause I've been getting word from other people that been out here and ex people from other states and shit like that. Like, yo, what you think about hip hop? Like, them niggas, dang, they don't fucking know. They don't know how to do good business. They want to indict themselves and this and that, man. And yo, it's about time, man. We getting all our business shit right, all our people shit right, all our quality of our music right, quality of our videos right. You know what I mean? And we coming one way or the other, man. So I hope y'all niggas ready, man.
What you think, Bugs?
Well, 3 pretty much something.
Thank y'all.
I would still give you my opinion on that. On that question. I feel like, man, it's crazy. Man.
It is.
Because at the same time, it's like, how can you deny? How can you deny us? You feel me? Like I understand, like
I asked Bugsy.
making a bad investment. Like when you looking at it from the business aspect of everything, I can understand. In some situations, like they look at niggas' cases and all this type of shit. Look and see who you hang around, where you from, and they scared of that. And I can kind of understand because it's like if I give you $1 million. And your lifestyle, you go out here and get killed. I wasted my fucking $1 million. You feel me?
Well, I saw the videos. And I was asking Greg Bugs. I was asking Greg Bugs in a previous segment earlier, and one of the things that I asked him, I said, "Well, will your artists be speaking about political and hot topic issues like what's taking place down here in St. Louis, right?"
Right.
So I said, "Well, the descriptive lyrics and a lot of the Be More acts talk about what's going on. Like I heard a mixtape, 15 tracks, all about being in Park Heights.
Right.
I heard, every song was about being in the hood,
Right.
but every joint was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, they called it Black Friday, the mixtape,
Right.
and every song was about being in that hood. And then I said, well, damn, is the industry ready to, because, I mean, you talking about realism. So will you guys be talking about a lot of things that go on, such as the Michael Brown situation? Murder Mama?
I feel like this is just.
She already do. I feel like you already do.
You already do.
I feel like she
You
already
do.
do because she went through her own struggles and shit like that. You know what I mean? She went through her life. You know what I mean? And she's expressing that through her music too. You know what I mean? And Same way, but he went through things like that. You know what I mean, I went through things like that. That shit is work. That shit is international for. Like that shit is. That's something that, you know what I mean, like being from the hood and shit like that. I mean, we go through. And everybody talk about stop the violence and shit like that. And I'm gonna be a realist with you, man. That shit's not fucking happening, my nigga. You know why? Because the world was built on that shit. All right. What you need to do is protect you and yours. You know what I mean, I see people coming through for rallies and stuff like that, which is cool. I understand that, man. But you know, when you leave that, niggas gonna be back out shooting again. So what are you really doing to help the shit out? Like, man, like, I understand it's good to put a show that we here and we don't like it. That's cool, and I respect it. I mean, I've been in a place like that too. But I know when I leave that is bullets liable to fly while you doing this shit.
I take this to heart. I feel like this is why they need us. I don't mean to sound crazy or selfish or ignorant or rude when I say I don't care about if they ready for us or not. Because when I say this, I mean they should be. Because I feel like we're gonna be the realest there. When we come, you know, you got Chirac, it's happening everywhere for real. But the only difference is we really rapping about it, we really speaking about it. We putting our real life into music, which I feel makes it authentic and real. And at the end of the day, I sit in the shower every day and be like, I need to hurry up and get on. Why? It's not just for me, it's not just for my family, it's mainly for them, but I want to get back to Baltimore.
Okay.
You know, it's like everywhere I go, I see a homeless person. I ain't talking about them fake ones who be like, I will do this or do that for food. No, I'm talking about the ones who not even paying the calls or the people no damn mind. They just sheltering themselves on the side. They don't pay attention to us. They're the real ones right there. Okay. They don't know who walking by them day by day. They don't see who riding by them day by day. They just know cars coming and going, and they just trying to shelter themselves. Them the ones I'm aiming for. And then I see shelters, like we went to feed the homeless. It was cool enough, and I was reading the signs. It was like, basically, you gotta meet certain standards. I'm like, if you homeless, what standard do you have to meet to be put into a home? I'm not understanding. You know, and me, I just want to get back to where it's like, the only standards you have to be to get sheltered is being homeless.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. I want to get back to them. The kids, like my little brothers, you know, for the rec centers, for the rec centers, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that, you gotta have memberships, and I'm just like, kids don't have that nowadays. A lot of parents don't have that to give to kids nowadays. I sit back, look at my homes, and just be looking at the type of stuff that makes my brothers go out and do crazy stuff that I be like, no, I can't lose y'all to these streets. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta do this. I gotta go and give rec centers maybe.
So there's a responsibility every time you touch a mic.
Every time.
Definitely.
Every time.
That's your responsibility. What's your responsibility?
That's mine.
Sort of the same for real.
Okay.
And I like, my opinion, I was just really like talking about that shit, cause I'm like, I see motherfuckers kicking out money for charities and shit like that, but where the fuck is it going? It ain't coming to my hood.
The people that's taking it.
Who's you donating this money to?
The people that's taking it.
Like Murder was just saying.
It's the
man,
results.
Right, exactly. Like everything you got to pay for. Like she just said, how the fuck you gonna meet a homeless person stand? Like what the? That's just funny to me. It's funny.
You should have the not meet standards.
And another thing that got me pissed off that I'm ready to start addressing too, and all my raps, yo, like, what the fuck is going on with these police is killing niggas and getting away with it, man?
I
like,
know,
when is
right?
this shit gonna stop, man?
I
For
know,
real, yo. Like, this shit is getting outrageous.
That's insane.
It is.
And I'm like, they just killed another person. This motherfucker suspended with pay. That's a fucking vacation. You mean tell me if I kill a nigga, I can get a vacation?
Still getting paid,
Get the fuck out of here.
remorse.
Man.
It's none. It's none. It's
So
getting worse.
the responsibility, actually, just on that alone, that is what Chris Brown has stated against. I think the group was Odd Future, and he was telling everybody, don't listen to them. It's time for us to be happy. We need to make happy music. This ain't a happy time.
It's not.
So,
It's damn sure not, man.
Bree, what is the responsibility for your crew every time you guys touch a mic?
Well,
Not only just the head, not just the headbangers.
yeah, we try. I mean, like far as everything we do, man, we just trying to, you know, just kick these balls to where, you know what I mean, somebody could be late, or we can reach out to somebody that, you know, understand what we're going through, you know, because they went through that shit, you know what I mean? They can kind of relate to it, you know what I mean?
Okay.
and the money and the things, you know, and the opportunity we get from our music, we're gonna use those to give back to those that deserve it. We ain't just gonna be like, oh yeah, boom, we giving back. We're gonna make sure that shit is an impact. That shit is actually, you know what I mean, making some kind of effect and giving results. You know what I mean? So. I mean, a lot of I spit a lot of rap about different things. I mean, I don't always touch base on like the shit that's going on all the time because it's very controversial. You know what I mean? And shit like that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to go offending nobody necessarily. I mean, but you know, I like to give it a little bit of light of what I think in my mind was going on too. So. I mean, our responsibility basically is just to keep it real, what's real to us, and the shit was real. I mean, what we seen and what we go through. I mean, and that's gonna reach people that been through the same things too. So.
Definitely. Man, well, look, I always like to end the show with, you know, every time I get MCs in here, and you know, I always want to hear, you know, every time, you know, for real, even at the same time when I lace lyrics or lace somebody's track, they want to always hear if we still got it, you know. Right. So I want to know if you young guys got it. So 3, give me a hot 8 real quick.
Hot 8, man. You want a freestyle? You want a written? What do you want? You want a freestyle?
Freestyle or written, whatever.
Hey yo, check where I'm kicking for anybody that listen. They probably recognize that the world is money, your business, and if you want it, come get it. All you son of a bitches leave a nigga dead like fake doctor giving prescriptions. I'm certified in certain certification. A nigga can certainly die, most certainly if they hating. Got no time for debating, speaking of taking orders. My dad died, my sister father didn't support us. And I could take a quarter, I could bring a half back. My Mac tend to make you bend like Aflac, nigga. What do you need, man? Like, let's go with the man over here.
Bad bugs, man. Laid back, loud nigga. Okay. Listen, picture me fucking pissed off, ripping a nigga hip off with loud explosive. They get it jumping like it's a tip off. Witnesses dip off. So homicide don't get no tip off. Ratchet detach. Put back the snatch a nigga lip off. I rip through the wall. Knock down the floor to go get bricked off. Manifesting them 9/11 thoughts up in my memoir. Crack a cigar. Then dump that purple out the jet off. Shoot for the stars. Snatch his ass about the kid off.
Word of mommy, last but least.
Nation.
Alright, well listen, y'all know I'm freestyle. So with that being said, I've been wanting, I don't know why, it's just been stuck in my head all day. My mind never really. It's like one of my favorite songs. And you know, y'all done did all this, you know, all this murderous stuff. I'm gonna leave y'all off with some little nice, soothing, sincere.
Y'all bring different things to the table.
Balance out.
Okay, it's a I'm the sex to his wine. $100 bill, man, I tell him fuck a dime. He know lil' mommy trill and she never tell no lies. Keep this pussy right and it always stay on time. You know I got his mind open like a window. Don't smoke no window. He see I'm not the same. Mrs. Realist plays no games. Refuse to fuck with lames. Niggas shoot to stay the same. So I'm solo in this thing with no nigga on my brain. You ask me who I'm talking about, I can't give you no name. I chalked up all my losses and stay gutter to this game. Bitches waiting for a change. It's like waiting for that ring. It may not never happen if you let's just stay the same. So I'm searching. Close my eyes, I see him in my dreams. I say turn the full of lights. My ladies know just what I mean. Making love to my fantasies and keep my mind clean. I'm a strong-minded Aries with 100 million dreams.
My mind flowing. Yeah. Keep the ambition growing.
Man, I'ma definitely.
This is the mood every now and then. And we turn back to reality with a better plan. I'm gonna get that Mind of a Realist, man, off of that piff. That's thatpiff.com. Mind of a Realist. And Realist is spelled R-E-A-L-I-S-T, not E-S-T-I-S-T. She keeps saying that shit, and I get tired of cussing me out about it. Realist, motherfucker. Get me cussed out, bitch.
Definitely, man. This is KG. This KG, G Legacy, man, with Deep Flow Radio.
Shout out to KG. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Got real questions, man.
Y'all are too much, man.
Yo, you getting the real topics out here, man. I need to get this nigga for an interview. You listening right now, you motherfucker? You better fucking ask about a KG interview, stupid.
Hold on, he shouted him out. Hey, Boosie, is you listening? I love you. Yeah.
Come out, let murder mommy, nigga. Come get that banger from a shorty, real streets nigga shit. Yeah.
Definitely,
That's one
man.
of the main ones
contact
I
us at
definitely wanna do a song with
dflowradio.com, man. And please,
We're
man,
gonna
get
get
at
there.
these brothers, man. And
Yeah.
brothers is opening up for Lil Boosie tonight at the
Yeah,
Baltimore
shout out Lil
Arena.
Tay.
Yeah, Lord Tay,
Do
Lord
your thing,
Scooter,
baby.
Young Moose. I think Young Moose locked up, yo. Sorry to hear that shit, man.
I heard he was getting out. Didn't one of them get
No,
out?
they better fuck let him out. They know he got a show tonight, them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
2
so-
days ago.
If not, you still gonna be on. We can get out. You already know what's up.
Alright.
We on. Baltimore coming. We
That's
coming.
D-Flow, y'all. We on the out tip, man. We on the out.
Yeah.
That was fun.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.